everyone, it's Fairy Witch 1 here, and I am going to talk to you more about the Fairies Oracle and give you the interpretation of the cards. So this is the number 4 card, which is He of the Fairy Sword. That's it. Okay. The active principle, spiritual will, justice, protection. When the song comes into any of the manifest worlds, this world or fairy or another, it first encounters two principles, sometimes called yin and yang, or masculine and feminine, or great god and great goddess. He of the fairy sword is the primary manifestation of the yang principle, action. Yang principle, action, will, movement, force, fire. We see him in many ways, each one an aspect of his total being. All of the great gods and protectors are aspects of this power. The fairy sword is the archetype of all magical and mundane swords, and written upon the blade are the words, "Draw me not without cause, nor return me without honour." A member of the Oracle group notes, his fairy sword illuminates truth and displays not truth. We can tell upon the master of the fairy sword when we have difficult things to do. When we need to take action, this is going to require much. It's going to require much of us, both in will and compassion. Another of the Oracle group reminds us he will do what needs to be done with love. When looking at this card, my neighbour saw it not as a sword but as a feather of light. He saw it as a symbol of the ability to fly, to rise above things. An Oracle group member saw it as someone reaching up, ascending, surrounded by multiple reflections, and filled with light and power. To understand this card more fully, please read the card, blah blah blah. So I'm not going to do that because I'll continue reading what the author had put. So, the starter reading. The presence of the fairy sword's master in a reading can indicate that there is need for a clear and focused will and a determination to carry through on decisions even if much effort is required. Or he can tell us that such will and strength is present in regard to the issue under consideration. We need to consider how he is expressing his will and strength, and how the expression may be enhanced or improved. If it's the singer's energy that enables us to burst the bonds of an outgrown way of being and move on to the next level, he indicates that this is a time to take action based on clear spiritual will. His presence indicates great strength and great potential for good. It also reminds us that if we call upon him, we will receive assistance. The presence of this card in a reading radiates strength and willpower to the cards around it. Your reverse meaning, or as always I show you the reverse, is the card drawn this way. Like all of the singers, this card does not have a reverse meaning. As such, because he of the fairy sword is present in full measure throughout the universe, on all levels. Reversal here speaks of an archetypal energy blocked or unaccepted by the querent or others involved in the issue. Look to the cards around it to see what may be causing this. When he of the fairy sword is reversed, the question we need to ask ourselves is, how may I free strength and will in my life, and allow the vital force to flow through? Fairies cannot be pinned down to a page, a list, a single definition. To grasp their elusive nature requires direct experience, personal and engagement. So that's the card for you today. Sorry about my reading, hope you've enjoyed it. If you want to learn more about them, I'd recommend buying them yourselves. Stay tuned for more videos, and bless it be.